So in this video, we're going to run through how to add snow easily to our timeline in Final Cut Pro 10. Now there's a great plugin for adding snow to your timeline, but it renders out a little bit slowly. So basically, when you download it, what I've found is that actually rendering out a timeline with transparency of the snow gives you the flexibility to kind of pop that video, your exported video, on your timeline, and then by doing that you can speed up the snow, slow down the snow, blur different layers of it, and kind of have a bit more control than working from the plugin directly, because it's just going to slow down your render so much depending on how good your computer is. So I've got my kind of quick holiday intro here, and I want to put some snow in the background between the text and the Saskatchewan legislature that you can see here in the background. And so basically the plugin that I'm using, if I come up to my generators here, so on the top left we'll find our generators. I'm going to scroll down and we're looking for the KS generator. I'll leave all the links down below of where to find it, and this snow generator. Now if I drag this down to the timeline, my computer is pretty much going to freeze up. I'm working on a slightly older 2015 iMac, so it's not super snazzy or fast. So basically what I've done is I've created a blank timeline here, and I'm going to drop this snow generator onto my timeline. So once I've dropped that onto my timeline, we can go up to our generators here and modify the settings. I slowed mine down a little bit. I kept the direction the same, and then basically what I'm going to do is lengthen out the generator so that I have a longer export of snow. So I'm going to select my clip here, hold down Control and tap D to change the duration. And what will happen here is once I do Control and D, is my time will be highlighted up here. I'm going to type in 4 period, which is going to give me 4 minutes. Hit Enter, and then Shift and Z, and that will kind of zoom me to the whole timeline. Now I'm not going to try and play the timeline here or let it render out. So there's one more thing here that I need to change in my project or sequence, and that is up in the library here. And basically I'm going to come in and change my snow sequence by selecting it in the library, and then coming across to modify, and I'm going to change this to Apple ProRes 444. So what this is going to do, once I set this, is it's going to mean that the black is going to be transparent. So basically when I export out this video, the black will be transparent, and then I can drop it onto my timeline and the render times will be much quicker. So I won't need to kind of mask out any color or key out any color or anything like that. It will already be transparent. So right from the get-go here, we're going to go up to the share option. We're going to go to master file, and under settings I'm just going to check everything is good. I'm going to keep the source Apple ProRes, so it keeps that transparency. If I convert it here to H.264, we'll lose that transparency on the export. So I'm going to click next, and I will save this as Snow New. So now once this is exported, we can come back to our original clip, and I've already imported a kind of exported snow clip that I've already created. So I'm going to drag this down to my timeline. So you can see basically we've got an exported clip in the Apple ProRes 444, which means that it keeps its transparency. So now if I drag it down to my timeline, you can see that we have that snow playing back on our timeline, and we won't get the kind of slow playback or jumpiness that you'll get when you actually try and use the plugin from scratch. So I'm going to drop this down a level and basically play this. The nice thing about having this kind of longer sequence is that if I go to my retiming tools, so I'm going to go to fast and set this to fast. I can set the retiming to fast, so it'll play back a bit more quickly. I can also come across to my effects on the right hand side, and we could select one of the blurs, for instance. So I'm going to select the Gaussian blur, and we'll have the control over being able to blur our snow a little bit. So I'm going to have one layer blurred. I'm going to hold down the Alt key and duplicate this up, and then I am going to take the blur down for this layer, and then I'm going to come to a different option here. So I'm going to go to all video and audio effects, and I'm going to type in FL, and I'm looking for this flipped option. So I'll drag this down to my other clip, and for the retiming here I'm going to actually just come to the end of my sequence here, my short sequence, and I'm going to use Alt and the right hand square bracket just to trim these two clips to the end. And for this clip, I'm going to do Command and R to bring up the retiming options. And basically, I'm going to speed this one up a bit. So these snow layers are running at a slightly different speed. In fact, we'll slow it down a little bit. Okay, and I'll trim it back down. So basically now you can see in there I've got snow moving in different directions, which we can't do with the plugin. And it sort of gives it that nice little bit more depth to the video. Obviously you can play around with this and probably get a much better effect than I have here. But the nice thing about this is that you'll be able to download that snow video without having to key anything out and without having that kind of delay or render delay when you're using the snow plugin, which is really good. It's just a bit slow on the render. So if you're looking to create your kind of seasonal greetings videos, then this is a kind of good backdrop for some of those videos if snow is what you're looking for and it's not falling when you're shooting your video. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy this quick tutorial of tips, and please do hit the subscribe and notifications button and all that stuff, and I look forward to seeing you on the next tutorial.